This tutorial guides you through the steps for filling out the Real Estate Broker Activate Transfer application form. This form should only be used by Virginia licensed brokers who are either activating a non-expired inactive license or transferring a non-expired active license to another firm. This form should not be used for license renewal. If you need to activate or transfer your license within a week of your license expiring, or if it has already expired, please contact the board for guidance before submitting this application. In this short video, we will walk you through each part of the form and explain exactly how to fill out the information to avoid processing delays. We developed this tutorial because a quarter of the applications we receive are incomplete or incorrect. The most common reasons are because the applicant didn't complete all sections, filled out the form incorrectly, submitted an old version, or a payment could not be processed. Before we get started, please remember that application fees are not refundable, even if you decide later, for whatever reason, you no longer want to activate or transfer. Download the most recent version of the Broker Activate Transfer application form from the DPOR website. If you have trouble opening or viewing the interactive PDF, go to the Forms and Applications link for help working with the electronic file. Let's get started. First, select whether you would like to activate your license or transfer it from one firm to another. Activate is only an option for licensees officially on inactive status and whose license has not expired or is expired for less than 1 year. If your license has been expired for more than 1 year, it cannot be renewed or activated and you must reapply. Please contact the board if you have questions about how to proceed if your license has expired. Question 1. License number and expiration date. Enter your Virginia license number and its expiration date. Question 2. Legal name. Enter your legal name as it appears on your driver's license or Social Security card. This information must match exactly what the board already has on file, which is shown on the DPOR website. If your name has changed, please contact the board for guidance on how to proceed. Question 3. Identification numbers. You must provide either your Social Security number or your Virginia DMV control number, which is your Virginia driver's license number. For fastest processing, use the number the board already has on file for you. If you use a different number, your application will be marked incomplete unless you also include documentation that the alternate number is valid. Question 4. Applicant's mailing address. This is the official address of record we use to send you correspondence and renewal notices. The licenses themselves, however, are always mailed to the firm's mailing address. Some individuals choose to use a firm address as their personal mailing address, which is fine. Just remember, if the address of the firm changes, your mailing address will not also be changed by default. Question 5. Applicant's street address. The board must have your current residential address on file. It can be the same as your mailing address, but doesn't have to be. P.O. boxes are not acceptable. Your home city, state, and zip code are what's posted on the website's license lookup. Question 6. Applicant's email address. This is an optional field and is not posted on the website if you do choose to provide it, but is helpful in situations where there is a problem with your application. Question 7. Applicant's contact numbers. This is also an optional field and is not posted on the website if you do choose to provide it, but is helpful in situations where there is a problem with your application. Question 8. Current license type. Indicate the type of broker license you currently hold that you want to activate or transfer. If you want to transfer a license that is currently a principal broker or sole proprietor type, please contact the board to determine if any additional documents need to be submitted with this application. Question 9. Requested license type. Indicate the type of broker license you are requesting to activate or transfer with this application. If you are applying for a principal broker's license with an existing firm, you must include a firm principal broker officer change form found on the DPOR website and attach the required licenses. Question 10. Concurrent license information. List all non-expired concurrent licenses you hold, including both active and inactive licenses, as well as any licenses that have been expired for less than 1 year. Question 11. Firm sole proprietorship information with whom your license will be active. Many mistakes happen on this question, so please pay close attention. It is critical that this information match board records exactly and not be for a branch office. Both the firm's and the principal broker's licenses listed in this question must be in good standing. If either of those licenses is inactive or expired when your application is submitted, your application will be considered incomplete and cannot be processed. Section A and B, Firm Names. Many applicants get confused between a firm's legal name and its trade, doing business as, or fictitious name. Contact your firm to obtain the correct information or refer to the face of the firm license, which also provides the legal name. Section C. Indicate if the firm is a new business in Virginia, and if necessary, submit a firm license application. Contact the board if you are not sure if the new firm requires a firm license application. If a new firm license is required, submit this form together with the firm license application because both must be processed at the same time. Section D. Firm's real estate license number. Many companies hold multiple firm licenses with similar names. Make sure the license number you provide here corresponds to the firm name listed in Section A. Many application mistakes occur when information in Sections A and D don't match. However, if the firm is a new business in Virginia and you are also submitting a firm license application, leave this number blank. Section E. Firm's mailing address. This is the address found on the face of the firm's license. Section F and G. Firm's email address and contact numbers. Providing this information will help speed up processing your application if it is incomplete. Section H and I. Principal broker name and license number. Many principal brokers hold multiple licenses with different firms. Make sure the principal broker's license number provided here corresponds to the firm name listed in Section A. Many application mistakes occur because this number is not affiliated with the firm listed above. Questions 12, 13, and 14. These questions require you to provide the board, as well as your principal broker, information about any disciplinary actions, criminal convictions, or fair housing violations. Read these 3 questions carefully, and if you answer yes to any of them, provide the required documentation. If you answer yes to any of these questions and have already notified the board, include in the Notes section when and how you did so. Your failure to answer all of these questions accurately may be cause for disciplinary action. Question 15. Your certification. This question requires your signature and the date. If you are transferring your license to another firm, it is important to understand that by signing this form, you are officially declaring that you have already notified your current broker that you are leaving his or her firm. Question 16. Principal Broker's Affirmation. This question must be completed, signed, and dated by either the principal broker, a supervising broker, or a broker with signature authority. The board will not accept photocopied, faxed, scanned, or emailed signatures in light of security and verification concerns. Digital signatures are allowed, provided the board office receives the original printed out version. For example, you may use DocuSign or similar software to sign and date the application, but DocuSign is not an acceptable format for submitting an electronic version of the application. The DocuSign version must be printed out on paper and mailed to the board office. Mail or hand deliver your completed application with original signatures and form of payment to the address listed at the top of the form. Transfers take effect on the date the principal broker, supervising broker, or broker with signature authority signs a complete application. Activations, however, require board approval and are not effective until such approval is granted. License lookup records for activations are updated online the next business day after board approval is granted. We process applications in the order they are received, normally within 5 to 10 business days. We hope you found this instructional video helpful. If you have any questions not answered by this tutorial, please call the board office at 804-367-8526 or email reboard@dpor.virginia.gov.